The promise we made so long ago. The great blue yonder. I feel like I just woke from a dream. A dream of a lonely soul who simply wished to meet someone who loved him. As for what happened in the dream exactly... Huh? I can't seem to recall anything. All I know is that it was a very heartwarming dream. Why did I dream of this, I wonder? I haven't the faintest idea. I don't... But I feel oddly it felt oddly personal. It was a sad, lonely dream. At the end, I felt as though someone very precious to me had gone away. I stroke Kana's forehead with my finger as she sleeps next to me. I think I forgot to censor this part in the episode. I'm sure it'll be fine, right? What's the worst that could happen? Age restricted? Monetized? I already don't get paid for these videos anyway. I stroke Kana's forehead with my finger as she sleeps next to me. Today, we're taking a day off just to be on the safe side. Yesterday, Shigure managed to save Kana. Today is the day that she and I are going to visit her mum. How lovely would it be if some sort of miracle were to occur? We've now arrived upon her mum's final resting place.
この海が私のお母さんのお墓だったんですね。
Kana gently tosses the flowers she brought in the shopping district onto the water's surface.
管理人さんの手紙に書いてありました。お母さんはあの夏祭りの夜、私がいなくなったこの町で私が帰ってくるのを待っていたいからって。だからこの海に自分を埋葬してほしいとお父さんに言ったそうです。
Despite her best efforts, Kana's mum was ultimately unable to win the fight against her illness. According to the information Shigure Seekling brought back, she had requested that her bones be set afloat out toward the sea.
もしかするとお母さんは私がこの町へ戻ってこれたその日からずっと私を見ていてくれて、私が自分勝手にこの灯台から飛び降りようとしていたのも全部見ていてくれたんでしょうか。だからお母さんはそんなバカなことはやめなさいって私のところへユーマさんを連れてきてくれたんでしょうか。
Unable to find the right words to respond with, I simply stand still next to Kana.
お母さん。
He pulls out the pair of glasses and softly holds them against her chest.
私のお母さんの話聞いてもらってもいいですか。
I respond with a nod.
このメガネ、これは私のお母さんのものだったんです。よかった。ユーマさんと会ったあの夜に壊してしまった後、捨ててしまったり、全くの別物に修理してしまわないで、本当によかった。こんな大切なことを忘れてしまうなんて、私、ひどい子ですよね。お母さんだって、き きっと悲しんでます。
No, Kana. She would never. You did nothing wrong. You didn't willingly forget about it. Those memories were stolen from you. And at long last, she remembered. She was able to regain those lost memories of her mum, because inside her head was never devouring those memories. Just as Shigure had said, they were cruelly invading and taking possession of the parts of her mind where the knowledge and memories were being stored.
お母さんは生まれつき体が弱くて、学校よりも病院へ通うことの方が多い女の子だったそうです。そんなお母さんには小さな頃からの夢があったんです。いつか誰よりも健康になって、そして真っ白な病室から飛び出して、この広い広い綺麗な世界を旅して回ることが夢なんだって。小さな病室の中で大好きな世界地図と地球儀を片手に持って、いつも私にそう聞かせてくれていました。悲しいものも優しいものも寂しいものも、目を覆ってしまいたくなるようなことも全部お母さんは心にしまい込むための旅がしたいんだって、そう言っていました。だからお母さんはこのメガネを私にくれたんです。
この世界はね、とてもとても綺麗なもので溢れているの。
綺麗なもの？
ええ、そうよ。神様は私たちにいっぱいの奇跡をくれたのよ。
Every day after school, I would go and visit my mom in the hospital.
お母さんはね、そんなたくさんの綺麗なものをいつかあなたと一緒に見に行きたいの。
She would pick up one of the many globes lying around in her room and point to various locations.
ここもここも、こんな遠いところにだって世界で一番大好きなあなたと一緒に旅してみたいの。
私もお母さんと一緒にいろんなところに行きたいよ。
I smiled and laughed as my mom stroked my cheek from her bed. But
それっていつ？明日？それとも次のお休みの日？
そうね。本当だったら今すぐにでも行きたいね。これから夜になるまで待って、消灯時間になったらお医者さんや看護婦さんに黙ってあなたと一緒に病院を抜け出すの。
my mom had a beautiful smile. It reminded me of the way the girl sitting next to me in class smiled.
それから二人でお家に帰ってこっそり旅の準備をして、たくさんお菓子を持って、お父さんにもおじさんにも内緒で空港に向かうの。
We'd fall asleep on the plane ride, and when we woke up, we'd look at the window and see a beautiful magical scenery spread out around us.
うわー、すごいよお母さん。それってすごく楽しそう。
The day before, my mother had undergone a very crucial surgery. Oh, it certainly does. I'm sure we'd have the time of our lives, she said, smiling at me. That smile seemed somewhat frailer than it had the last time I'd come to visit.
でもダメなの。ごめんね。 お母さんはね、まだ病院から出られないみたい。あともう少しだけあなたと一緒に旅をすることを我慢しなくちゃいけないみたいなの。
Heard that she would be coming home once the wound from her surgery had fully healed. I'm sorry. It doesn't look like that's going to be happening now, she apologized, gently stroking my forehead and bangs with her pale fingers.
お母さんが元気になるのはまだまだ先みたい。だからお願い。あなたが代わりに、お母さんの代わりに、この世界の綺麗なものを見てきてほしいの。
Then opened up the drawer in her bedside table and took out a pair of glasses.
これからはあなたが見たものすべてがお母さんに届くよ。
それってどういうこと？
うん。これはね、お母さんが小さな頃にお母さんのお母さんからもらったメガネなの。あなたくらいの年からずっと大切に使ってきたものだから、もうボロボロであなたには気に入らないかもしれないけれど、だけどあなたにこれを持っておいてほしいってお母さんは思うの。
My mum then put the slightly large pair of glasses on me.
お母さんはどうしてもここから出ることができないけれど、代わりにこのメガネをあなたと一緒にいさせてほしい。あなたのそばにいられないこんなお母さんだから、あなたが悲しい時も寂しい時も一番に気づいてあげられない。お母さんにはあなたに何もしてあげられないけど、ずっとずっとお母さんが小さな頃から一緒だったこのメガネ、大切にしてきたものには命が宿るっていうものだから、きっとどんなに遠く離れていてもあなたの見たものや嬉しい悲しい心も全部このメガネがお母さんに届けてくれるよ。
本当？このメガネで見た綺麗なものは私とお母さんの間にあるたくさんを飛び越して病院のベッドに寝ているお母さんに届くの？
そうね。もしもそうなら素敵だと思ったの。あなたがお母さんの代わりにたくさん綺麗なものを見てきてくれたらとても嬉しい。その時はきっとお母さんはも
お母さん？
うなんでもないよ。
He smiled, a big smile to dispel my worries.
お願い。お母さんのメガネをあなたと一緒にいさせてね。そうしたらお母さんはあなたが寂しい時も悲しい時もそばにいられるような気がするよ。
わかった。
The glasses I got from my mum were the perfect prescription for me. She was a big bookworm when she was a child, so she had poor eyesight. I had probably inherited that from her. My eyesight was just as bad in both eyes.
あなたはお母さんにそっくりだから。かわいいかわいい私の子。どうか私みたいな不自由な思いだけはしないでね。
After that, my mom drew me in and gave me a big hug. She held me as tightly as she could with both arms, but it didn't hurt one bit.
好き。大好きよ。私の世界で一番可愛い宝物。いつか一緒にたくさんたくさん楽しいことを見つけに行こうね。
私はお母さんの願いを叶えたかった。病院から出られないお母さんの代わりに、この世界の綺麗なものをたくさん見ていこうと決めたんです。お母さんが喜びそうなものをいつもいつでも探すようになりました。雨上がりの空に虹を探した。空に引かれた飛行機雲が青に溶けていくのをいつまでも眺めた。このメガネをしていれば私は一人じゃないから。悲しいことも嬉しいこともお母さんが見ていてくれる。どんなに遠く離れていても私とお母さんはつながってる。そう思うとどんな時も寂しくなかった。クラスの子たちにメガネのことを「何それダサい」とか「グリグリグリグリ」だとか、そんな風に意地悪なこと言われても、毎日誰とも遊ばず病院にばかり通う私だから、お友達が一人ずつ減っていってもそんなの全然気になりませんでした。私には一番の味方がそばにいてくれる。大好きなお母さんが一緒にいてくれる。だから怖いことなんて何もないはずだった。二人一緒だと思えばどんな悲しいことへも立ち向かっていけるように思えた。でもそれでもお友達のグループからはみ出して一人で歩いて帰る道がなんだかとても寂しく思えること
How's
もあ
not
っ
the
て、
fucking time game?
お友達のグループからはみ出して一人で歩いて帰る道がなんだかとても寂しく思えることもあって、そんな時はお母さんのメガネを通して空を見上げた。真っ青な空の色、大きな大きな雲の色、たくさんの鮮やかな色にあふれているこの世界。お母さんも一緒に見てるかな。そう思うと不思議でした。なんだか明日も頑張っていけそうだって、そんな気持ちになれたんです。そんな私はこの町で夏祭りがあることを知りました。花火がたくさんたくさん打ち上げられるそうです。クラスの子たちはみんなお祭りに誰と一緒に行こうか話し合ってました。私には誰ともそんな約束はなかったけれど、もしも願いが叶えられるなら、私はお母さんと一緒に行きたかった。夜空に上がる花火はきっととても綺麗です。私はお母さんと花火を見るんだ。 夜に綺麗な色がつくのを一緒に見るんだ。今度は私一人でメガネを通して見るんじゃなくて、二人並んで手をつないで一緒に笑って。そんな私の願いは叶い、お父さんとおじさんがお医者さんを説得してくれて、4人一緒に最初で最後の夏祭りへ行けることになりました。それなのに私はお母さんにそばにいてほしくて、ひどいことを言ってしまった。そこから先は以前にも聞いてもらった通りです。立ち向かうこと。バカだった私の、小さかった私の、目の前の悲しく寂しいことへの精一杯の抵抗でした。お母さんに綺麗なものをたくさん見せるんだと張り切っていた私だけど、でも本当はずっと一人で寂しかったんです。クラスの子たちがみんな羨ましくて仕方がなかった。だから私はもう一人になんかなりたくなくて、お母さんを病院に取られないようにってたくさんわがままを言ったんです。これからもまたたった一人で綺麗なものを探して歩き回らないといけないのがどうしても寂しかった。そんな本音の一つを今思い出せたけれど、そんなことでお母さんへの大嫌いが消えたりなんかはしませんよね。大好きな人にあんなひどいことを言ってしまった私なんて、お母さんに嫌われても仕方がない。それなのにお母さんは私が帰ってくるのを待っていたいと、そう思ってくれていたみたいです。
I look out at the sea. The vast blue ocean where Kana's mum had been resting for all those years, all those long years, waiting for her daughter's return.
お母さん、私の大好きだったお母さん。
Closes her eyes and speaks to her mother melodically.
私はどうしようもない泣き虫で、どんなに頑張ってもレンちゃんみたいに笑顔でいられる強い子にはなれなかったけど、それでも私のお母さんもレンちゃんのお母さんと同じようにずっとそばで私を見守ってくれていたのかもしれなくて、このメガネを通してこれまでの私が見てきたもの全部をずっと一緒に見ていてくれていたのかもしれなくて、きっとそうだよね。お母さんはずっと私のそばにいてくれたよね。ありがとう。大好きだよ、お母さん。
The blink of an eye, Kana disappears from my sight. Huh? For a moment, I simply stand there in utter confusion. When I hear a splash echo out from the water, it all comes together. Kana had jumped from the cape and allowed herself to fall down into the deep waters of the ocean. What are you doing? Heavily panicking, I looked down into the water. Are you okay?
もしも
Huh?
もしも願いが叶うなら
Kana? Floats in the waters on the water's surface, arms spread wide as she gazes straight up at the sun that with narrow eyes.
私はもう一度だけお母さんに会いたかった。それがダメならこうしてお母さんに一番近いところでごめんなさいを言いたいと思った。だから聞いてお母さん。ごめんね。本当にごめんなさい。海の音。
She closes her eyes as the ocean waves rock her body from side to side.
遠いずっと昔赤ちゃんだった頃にいたお母さんのお腹の中ってもしかするとこんな感じだったんでしょうか。
Maybe so.
私生まれる前のことを思い出せないようにお母さんのことをまだまだ全部思い出せたわけじゃないかもしれないけど思い出せないものの中には頭の中にあった意地悪に本当に食べられてしまったものもあるかもしれないけれどでもね約束するよお母さん。
She then takes the glasses and puts them on.
これからも私は綺麗なものを探して歩くよ。そして天国のお母さんへたくさん届けるよ。大好きな人と一緒に雲の向こうにまで届けていくよ。だからこれからもずっと私たちを見ていてねお母さん。あ、飛行機雲です。
Huh? I look up in the sky in the direction she points. Oh. You're right. We gaze at the thin line of smoke as it fades into the sky around it.
ユウマさん
Huh? Yeah?
私もう一人じゃないですよね。
He beams, letting out a small giggle.
ねえ届いてるかなお母さん。
She reaches her arms out toward the sky above her.
見て大好きな人と見上げた空はこんなにも綺麗だよ。あ、そういえば
ん？
どうしようユマさん思い出してしまいました。
What's going on?
私泳げないんでした。
Say what? Yeah, but she did a pretty good job floating with those 2 airbags on her chest. Are you serious? She starts floundering, and I yell at her to grab on as I reach out my hand. What? But the weight of her causes me to lose my balance and fall into the water myself. That nearly gave me a heart attack. Why didn't you learn when he was teaching Tsukasa? Come on, grab on. Man, I still don't get why you love jumping from high places so much. I think you really need to think more carefully about the consequences before you act. Clings onto my body for dear life. She nods with an apologetic look on her face. Oh, that reminds me. You didn't swim any on our beach trip, did you? That wasn't exactly a compliment. She clings to me and I hold on to her tightly in return as I swim us back to shore. Took the words right out of my mouth. Anna explains that there are still things she's yet to recall. For example, her real name. Oh, what a coincidence. And those precious memories of her mother she never wanted to forget. Even so, that's not a problem. I'm prepared to give her as long as she needs. We have our whole lives ahead of us, after all. We have 2 other games ahead of us, after all. There's no longer that evil curse dwelling in her head and controlling her from the inside. Please. I close my eyes and listen to the voice echoing inside my head. I beg of you, save us from this place. Was I really able to save you? You who pleaded for me to save you as I gazed up upon the sky above. It still weighs on my mind a little bit. It's nothing, just talking to myself. I then take Kana's hand. Yeah. I know. Don't worry. I nod. I'm finally ready to tell you. I love you. I love you, Kana. I'm sorry it took me this long to respond to your feelings. Man, it really did take me way too long. But Kana, from now, I want to be by your side. We might bicker, we might get mad at each other, and we might even say things we don't mean, like, I hate you, in the heat of the moment. But as long as we have each other, I believe we'll be able to find joy even in those silly fights. We'll look back on them after we've made up and share a laugh. So what I'm saying is, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. And by life, I mean until the end of this route. I watch as slowly but surely her face reddens before my very eyes. Come on, don't cry. She sniffles and snuffles and slowly wipes away her tears. Yep, that's right. That you are, Kana. She sniffles loud and exaggeratedly, then looks at me and says, Yeah? Huh? Well, maybe later. Clasps her hands together in front of her chest and shakes her long hair around indignantly. Later means later, as in, not now, but another time. I don't know. I guess I'm just personally of the belief that the effect lessens the more you say it. I mean, you'd get sick of it if I said it all the time, right? Every day? Oh. I'd better start practicing. Well, anyway, putting that aside for now. What do you say we go home? Everyone's waiting for us. Kana. Come on, please. She shakes her head huffily. Goodness gracious. What's got her in such a bad mood? What do you think? Kana. I love you. After arriving home and changing out of our wet clothes, we settled down in Kana's room. Oh. You look really cute. She smiles sweetly. Not the streamer. There was no I in... Yeah? What? If anything, it'd be the braids that get him like that. What kind of question is that? There's a weird transition. Huh?
やっと大好きってそう言ってくれましたし、だから今はなんだかユマさんにギューってしてもらいたい気持ちでいっぱいなんです。
But we only just got changed.
そんなのまた何度でも着替えたらいいじゃないですか。
He's got a point there. I guess. Fair point, I suppose.
とにかく私これからユマさんを襲っちゃいます。
There's a weird transition. This is a weird way to transition into a hate scene. They really, is this really how they fulfill their 2 hate scene quota per character? Man, I feel bad for Shinku.
だからお願いします。ユマさんはそのまま動かないで。
Are you sure we've got everything?
はい、大丈夫です。
Alright. Well, it might be good to do at least one final check through of everything. It's bright and early in the morning, and she and I stand in the basement, our hands full of luggage. This trip's gonna be a long one, so if we've forgot anything, we'll be without it for a while.
そうですね。わかりました。
I want to travel the world and see all the beautiful things that are out there. The 2 of us are about to set off on a journey to fulfill the wish of Kana's mother. You know, when someone says world, they usually mean one, you know, the one they were born on, not multiple worlds. You know, are you sure you want to travel to a different parallel world, right? Sure, you just, you know, I'm sure Italy would have been better. From this basement, we'll embark toward a world so vibrant and resplendent, you'll think it came from someone's fantasy. We're journeying long and far, hoping to encounter an infinite number of wondrous sights along the way. I mean, you know, I'm sure you don't want to experience that giant again, or the world with rockets setting off all the time with children inside them and none of them ever actually succeeding. Or, you know, the world where Haku disappeared. Don't want to bring those you don't want those memories being brought back. Additionally, we'll be searching for the beyond together. To bring back Ren's mother, Haku. Oh, okay. So that's their excuse. Instead of traveling the world... Well, actually, okay, no. The reason they're going to parallel worlds is because it's free. Unlike traveling to a different country, which will cost money for the plane ticket. It all makes sense.
メガネはもちろんちゃんと持ちましたし、今日の分のお弁当も水筒もいろんな場所で使えるお金も持ちましたし、あとは記念写真を撮るためのカメラもあります。見てください。デジタルカメラではなくて高価な一眼レフを貸していただけました。管理人さんは太っ腹ですよね。
Yeah, it's an SLR instead of a DSLR. Big difference. You can say that again. I check my own luggage to make sure I haven't left anything behind. Okay, yeah, I've got everything. We should be good to go. I stretch out my hand and set the clock on the wall. First of all, We'll need to decide on our first destination before anything else. You got any places in mind? I mean, Merchant Town? That one town where everyone is a ghost, but is essentially, and can't see us, and we can't see them.
お任せします。ユマさんとならどこでもきっと楽しいです。
Alright.
きっと。きっとお母さんは喜んでくれますよね。
She currently wears the glasses on her face, which have been fully repaired. Sure. She's wearing the glasses, definitely.
どんなに綺麗な写真やすごい映像の映画なんかでも見られないような、そんな不思議で楽しい世界の風景を届けたら、お母さんすごく喜んでくれますよね。
Look, I get that the artist didn't want to add glasses onto the adult sprite of Kana, but just this one small scene. But like, if you're not gonna put in the effort, don't add in the detail that she has glasses on in the text. If you're not gonna if you're not gonna add them, I'm sure she will. I set the time. In doing so, I connect the basement to a brand new world we've never before seen.
そうですよね。お母さん喜んでくれますよね。魔法使いさんがそう言ってくれるんだから、それは絶対ですよね。
You think I'm a sorcerer?
はい、そうです。私の大切な魔法使いさんが一緒にいてくれるなら、これからどんなに険しい場所を通らなくてはならなかったとしても、私は怖くないですから。
What on earth is she talking about? A sorcerer? I cock my head to the side for a brief second before I decide to just shrug it off. After a deep breath, I place my hand on the doorknob in front of us.
だけどユーマさん、
Yeah?
もしもちょっと怖い場所に差し掛かったら、その時はどんなに危険なことがあっても私を守ってくれますか？
Well, I mean, if he still had the fiend sword, yes, but, you know, he put that next to the grave, so, you know, he's got his hands. That's the best he can do. Of course, I promise. I'll protect you at all costs.
はい、ありがとうございます。
He takes a deep breath, then nods.
ユーマさん、
Yeah?
私はずっとあなたとの約束がそばにあったから一人でも頑張ってこれました。だけどこれからはあなたと二人で一緒に頑張りたい。それが私の願いで、私の幸せだから、これからはたった一つの約束よりもあなたがずっと私のそばにいてくださいね。
Hand in hand, she and I open the door. Then we step forward. Maybe a small step to our eyes, but it's a clear step forward toward our future. Together, we dream of the colorful, beautiful world that awaits. Yeah, okay. I was thinking, yeah, this feels like an epilogue, right? But the thing is, there's 3 more CGs for Kana. Hang on, I need to increase the volume for this. Oh. There's 3 more CGs for Kana, which means that it's either there's more after the credits, right? Not 3 CGs worth, obviously, or the rest of them are going to be okay. I don't know why I'm surprised that they'd be in other routes. Well, actually, no. It's because when it comes to other routes, right, in other visual novels, especially the ones I've played with routes, which is all of them excluding Necropara, when it comes to character CGs, right, it's usually only in the route where all of the CGs for that specific character are. Oh, I wonder what they would have put in the All Ages version. Okay, look here. I usually say my thoughts, and here's the thing. All I'm gonna say is, if the routes in this game are like Kana's, I'm gonna run out of tea. Or there were too many moments where it was hard to not cry during them, and I mean, it doesn't help when you know, you're trying to read out the text and not sound like you're crying. I'm tearing up right now. It's hard to put into words, but there are just so many ups and downs, and here's the thing that I hate most about this visual novel, is that you know when it's gonna when shit's gonna hit the fan, because it always happens. Every time it happens, it is always when something good happens, right? Every time something good happens, it is always followed by the worst shit possible, right? Haku, it was the worst when Haku was finally like, you know what? I don't want to die, and I want to live. And then Ren doesn't even get the chance to say goodbye. And then of course there was the young Kana scene where she had all of the she finally got all of this food for her, right, herself, right? And then of course the monsters show up the same day, and I really enjoyed how that was explained, right? Like, it was bizarre to me that somehow the monsters never found that place, right? And we only find out later on that it was thanks to Yumu that the monsters never attacked the young Kana. And I don't want to see Ren, man. I'm still hurt about Haku. Silver lining, at least, is that surely that was a Kana specific one, right? That was in Kana's route, which means that Haku will live. Haku should live in every other route. I don't care if we see her, if we don't see her, all right? I just have the peace of mind that Haku and Ren are okay. And all of the stuff with with Kana's mom. Oh my god, that hurt so much, bro. I'm tearing up just thinking about it. But all I'm gonna say is, how could you not love Kana after that route? Uh, I see. I was waiting for it. There had to be more, right? Hopefully, I was hoping there would be more, right? Because surely you can't have 3 CGs in different people's routes. Instead of 3 CGs in different routes, it's 2. Let's just continue then.
忘れ物してしまいました。
They didn't even go on their journey yet, bro. Also, lower the volume back down. Not even a second after we left the basement, Kana suddenly realized that she'd forgotten something. Why am I not surprised? We immediately turned back in a bit of a panic. I thought you just checked over everything.
だってその時は気づかなかったんですもん。仕方ないじゃないですか。
Well, fair point, I suppose. At least you realize now instead of way later when we wouldn't have been able to turn back. So what'd you forget?
それは
Okay. Why are you blushing right now, Kana?
パンツです。
I should have said that she forgot them before she said. You took away my joke. I'm sorry, what?
ユマさんが好きかなって思って買っておいた新しい真剣勝負なパンツなんです。しましまですよ。青と白のしましまです。ストライプです。それを不覚にも忘れてきてしまっていました。しっかり枕元に畳んで用意しておいたのに。これじゃあユマさんが喜んでくれるかなって思ってドキドキしてた昨日の夜が嘘になっちゃいますよね。どうしてそんな呆れたような目で見るんですか。これってとても大切なことだと思います。だってそうでしょ。二人っきりでの旅だなんて。
Yeah, Kana has to wear her adventure panties.
これってまさに新婚旅行っていうか、まるで毎晩が初夜みたいっていうか。
She buries her face in her hands and excitedly shakes her head to and fro. I don't know why she's saying all of this in the hallway where people could, people actively come here.
あれ、ユマさん、もしかするとあんまり興味は。
No, I am looking forward to it. She breaks into a big smile. Looking away from her smiling face, I suddenly notice some sort of commotion going on. What are you guys all doing gathered here?
あれ、ゆうくん出かけたんじゃなかったの？
Interesting. We forgot something.
そうなのか。とにかくちょうどいいとこに戻ってきたね。
What's all the fuss about?
うん。あのね、この子なんだけど。
Oh my god, it's fucking nah. What cute little fella.
今玄関先で倒れてるのを見つけたんだよ。
Everyone's curiously peering inside a box that's sitting atop the table. I look inside and find a single kitten there. Its tiny body is curled up as it sleeps.
どうやらお腹を空かせて行き倒れちゃったみたいなんだよね。それに、なんでだか知らないけど、玄関のドアを何度も引っかいたような跡があってね。どうしても中に入りたかったみたいな感じでさ。もしかしたら、誰かこの子を知ってる人がいるのかなと思ったんだけど、そういうのでもないみたいだし。とにかくそういうわけで、つい連れて入っちゃった。うん。ここってペットは禁止だったっけ？
Does Kana recognize him? No, they aren't.
そうか。さっきちょっと目を覚ましたから、そこでミルクを飲ませてあげたんだけど、安心でもしたのかな。すぐにコテッと言っちゃった。
You know what? Maybe cats from the other world aren't lactose intolerant like real cats are. That's why Suzu was able to give him milk. Kana gently pets the sleeping kitten's head. After a few seconds, it opens its eyes.
おはようございます。ごめんなさい。起こしちゃいましたか？
So Kana doesn't recognize him. The kitten blinks wearily. Who would that one? Who? I'm okay. I'm trying to figure out which voice actress is the cat. But once it spots Kana peering at it, its eyes fling wide open, almost as if it had found the very person it had been looking for. Okay, so the cat recognizes Kana. It leaps into her chest, mewling at her. Yeah, it is. It's a Yumu. Well, cat. It's the cat. But do cats live longer in the other world than in this world, in Earth? Because you're calling him a kitten when he was basically a kitten for 10 years. And then it nuzzles its head against her arm affectionately.
子猫さん？
あ、なるほど。かなちゃんのお友達だったのかな？
いいえ、そんなことはないと思うんですけど。
Okay, so I was right when I said that Ayumu sacrificed his memories. His how do I say? Ayumu sacrificed himself for Kana by wiping out the memory of him in everyone, even the cat version of Ayumu from Kana. Is something on your mind, Kana?
はい。もしかすると、私は何か大切なことを忘れてしまっているのかもって、そんな気がして。
Yeah, what is this? My Klutzy Cupid?
まだお母さんのことや自分のことの全部思い出せないように、この子猫さんとの大切なことも私は忘れてしまっているんじゃないかって。
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know which voice actress it is. I'm throwing in the towel. It's really so strange. The kitten wants to say something. It is something it desperately wants to tell Kana. But it can't form words. At least, that's what its behaviors seem to be saying.
子猫さん、私に会いに来てくれたの？
That was actually Yuma's smartest moment. There's a first in Urasekai history.
そう。だけど、ごめんね。私はあなたのこと覚えてないの。でも、ありがとう、子猫ちゃん。なんだか不思議だけど、私はあなたにそう言いたい気持ちでいっぱいなんだよ。
It's not like a translation thing either, because she literally said koneko, which is kitten, right? So like, how's a human been a kitten for 10 years plus? The kitten wailed inside Kana's arms in an expression of both happiness and sadness.
ユマさん。
Yeah?
この子、私たちで飼いませんか？それで、これからの旅を2人だけじゃなくて、この子も一緒に。
As dangerous as it sounds, I'm sure the cat will be fine. I kind of like that idea. Sure. If that's what you want to do, I'm fine with it too.
はい、ありがとうございます。これからよろしくね、子猫ちゃん。君の名前は何にしようか。
She lifts the kitten up by its front paws.
あなたにぴったりなかっこいい名前をつけてあげますね。あれ？
Oh. Hang on. Oh, wait a second. Was the translation of are? What's the matter, Kana?
いえ。
Her eyes flicker confusedly as she stares at the kitten.
ユマさん。
Yeah?
なんでだか、私、この子のこと男の子だと思い込んでたんですけど。
Huh?
もしかしてあなたは女の子？
Kitten meows quietly, seeming almost somewhat embarrassed. I could picture what it seemed to be saying in my mind. The kitten replied to Kana somewhat meekly, saying, sorry, I'd actually forgotten to. Okay, it is very confusing. The cat was a female cat, right? But a Yumu was a boy. So then it was basically a girl in a boy's body. Which is why it was confusing. I don't know, never mind. It's both. Bin. You're gonna end it off on this screenshot, on this CG? I mean, sure, but you know, I would have thought that the one where Kana's floating in the water would have been better. Okay, whatever you say, game. I mean, I already said my thoughts about Kana's ending, Kana's route. I mean, I loved it, and I hated it because it hurt me too many times. I cried too many times playing through a fucking Arage. But you know, it's not because it's an Arage. I mean, look, just because it's an Arage doesn't mean it can't have a good story, right? But, yeah. Like I said, if every route is like this one, I'm gonna run out of tears at the end of this game. And we're not even halfway through. And I'm, what, 28 episodes in? Jesus Christ. Riddle Joker who? Yeah, not even close. But, yeah. I hope you enjoyed Kana's route in Irasekai. The next route we're going over will be Mio's. And according to the person who gifted me this game, aka my mod, Dexter, it'll be worse than Kana's route. So, you know, the ending at least. I know anything else about it, but apparently it's worse. So that's great. So I'll see you then. But until the next episode. I kind of fucked up the intro. Anyway, bye bye.